Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we did an intro originally, but I just didn't really like it. So we just got done watching the movie. So I wanted to tape another one because yeah, you know, it's just a little different.
We're going backwards like the movie did.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. So we just watched this movie. It was very confusing. The first hour and 40 minutes, I was very insecure because I kind of felt like a dummy. But then it all came together in the end, and I really think that we put this mystery together. Christopher Nolan delivered again. So you definitely have to stay tuned all the way to the end of the movie on this one, guys, because if not, it's probably not going to make sense to you. But did you love this movie?
Yeah, it was great.
I did too, man. I don't want to spoil anything because, you know, I don't want to mess up the video for you guys, but I really thought this was a phenomenal movie. It was very thought-provoking. It was very deep for sure. So like, comment, subscribe, hit us up on Patreon, guys, if you want to see the full, uncut, more confused version of this movie for sure. I'm sure some of the confusion will get cut out in editing. Enjoy Memento because this was a really good movie. So the Christopher Nolan train is going to keep on pumping, or whatever the hell it does. And yeah, we're just going to keep on checking out all these Christopher Nolan movies until we're done with them. So I really enjoyed this one. Grab your popcorn, put your phone down, pay attention. This one's crazy. Let's go.
Let's go.
A Team Todd production. Let's go, Team Todd. That's the type of picture you don't want of yourself, huh?
Heck no. And you took it with a Polaroid? That means you've seen it.
Is it fading?
It looks like it's like going backwards because when you shake it, that's when it...
Yeah, it gets more saturated.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he's standing there.
So where are you? You just wake up and you're in a motel room.
This guy, he's here already.
Lenny!
That's the guy you just shot?
Yeah, because the glasses, right?
Yeah.
I guess I've already told you about my condition. My car.
This is your car.
Oh, you're in a playful mood. It's not good for you to make fun of someone's handicap.
That guy has like a Bill Burr vibe, don't he? That guy?
Yeah.
So where to, Sherlock?
I got a lead on a place.
Why do you want to go there?
Don't remember.
So he has like a 10-second time thing going on.
Seems like it.
Because he woke up in the hotel room talking about he don't know how long he's been there. And then he had a picture of his car.
Yeah, and the guy tried to trick him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Looks like somebody's home.
That thing's been here for years.
What are you talking about? These tracks are only a few days old.
Tracks? What are you, Pocahontas?
Let's take a look inside.
They look like new bullets.
Teddy. Don't believe his lies. He is the one. Kill him. I finally found him.
Find anything? Let's go, huh?
Oh, is this
You're gonna
the
pay for what you
beginning
did. Beg forgiveness, and then you pay. Beg my wife's forgiveness before I blow your brains out.
Leonard, you don't know what's going on. You don't even know my name. You don't know who you are.
I'm Leonard Shelby. I'm from San Francisco.
That's who you were. That's not what you become. Come on, let's go down to the basement. Then you'll know who you really are. No!
It's just an anonymous room. There's nothing in the drawers. But you look anyway. Nothing.
Can I pause it? Okay, guys. So basically, man, he shot that guy because he thinks that he killed his wife.
I think so because he said beg my wife's forgiveness.
Right.
So I thought at first he's like an undercover detective or like a PI or something.
Right, but he couldn't do that because he can't remember anything.
Right.
Right. So it's like he's leaving himself clues or something, and he said that's the guy who did it.
Right.
You know who you are, and you know kind of all about yourself. Sammy Jankis had the same problem, but he really had no system. He wrote himself a ridiculous amount of notes, but he'd get them all mixed up. You really do need a system if you're gonna make it work.
This is crazy.
I know.
Well, I hope he killed the right guy.
I'm Mr. Shelby from 304.
All right, what can I do for you, Leonard?
I'm not sure. I think I may have asked you to hold my calls. I have this condition.
A condition?
It's my memory.
Amnesia.
No. It's different from that. I have no short-term memory. I know who I am. I know all about myself. Since my injury, I can't make new memories. If we talk for too long, I'll forget how we started. And next time I see you, I'm not going to remember this conversation.
He's a girl from 51st Dates.
I don't even know if I've mentioned before. I've told you this before, haven't I?
Yeah, I don't mean to mess with you, but it's so weird. You don't remember me at all.
No.
Well, what's the last thing you remember?
My wife.
What's it like?
It's like waking. It's like you just woke up. How long have I been staying here?
A couple of days.
And you're holding my calls?
Like you said.
You know this guy?
Yeah, it's your friend, right?
What makes you think he's my friend? He's not my friend.
Okay.
But if he calls or if he shows up here, you give me a call in my room, okay? Look, I hope my condition's not going to be a problem for you.
No, not as long as you remember to pay the bill.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no problem.
You could take advantage of a guy like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, you didn't pay yesterday.
If you're all right.
Better be balancing a checkbook.
Lenny!
You really need a system if you're going to make it work. You write yourself notes, and where you put your notes, that also becomes really important. And you have to be wary of other people writing stuff for you that is not going to make sense or is going to lead you astray. I mean, I don't know, I guess people try and take advantage of somebody with this condition. If you have a piece of information which is vital, writing on your body instead of on a piece of paper can be the answer.
So that thing on his hand is permanent?
That tattoo?
Oh, is it a tattoo?
Oh, you thought it was a ink pen?
Yeah.
Remember Sammy Jankis?
So he's like Michael Scofield.
Yeah. Exactly who I was like gonna say.
Sir, he left these at your table.
Lincoln Street?
Oh, yeah, just go straight out on 6th Street, go east all the way
Hold
through
on, I'm
town.
just going to write this down.
Oh, it's easy. Just go straight
Trust me, I need to write this down.
That's how I am with people's names.
Discount in, Natalie, my car, Teddy,
That's like his life right there.
Yeah, that's how he's keeping it all together.
John Edward Gamble. This guy told me his name was Teddy. Don't believe his lies. Mr. Gamble?
Lenny, is that you? Lenny, it's Teddy. Stay there. I'll be right over.
Okay.
Yeah, he better go get naked in front of a mirror. He gotta have messages all over himself.
Why did he say to shave only his left thigh though?
Oh.
First name John, last name G for Gamble.
So he really has to trust himself.
Yeah.
Truck license plate SG13.
So that's just something he just figured out. That's why he said shave it. Oh, okay.
It's him.
Wow.
I hope that's the right guy.
Wow. I'm like paying attention to the scratches on his face to figure out the timeline.
Yeah.
You say we talked before? I don't remember that. I remember everything up until my injury. I just can't make new memories. So I can't remember talking to you. Oh, Sammy Jankis. Sammy wrote himself endless amounts of notes, but he get mixed up. I'm disciplined and organized. I use habit and routine to make my life possible. Sammy had no drive, no reason to make it work. I got a reason.
So one piece of misinformation and he can go down the whole wrong path. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, why did he get those so big tattooed on him?
Today,
Or what's the
we're gonna meet
significance
Natalie
of why so
Farnfo.
big and bold?
Yeah.
She has also lost someone. She will help you out of pity. Natalie.
You don't remember me.
I'm sorry, I should have explained. I have this...
You did
Hopefully
explain
he didn't do
Lenny.
that.
Do you mind taking your glasses off?
Must be tough living your life according to a couple of scraps of paper. You mix your laundry list with your grocery list, and you'll end up eating your underwear for breakfast.
I guess she's seen him.
I do have information for you. You gave me a license plate number. Had my friend at DMV trace it. Guess what name came up? John Edward Gamble. Think he's been in the bar, maybe. Here's a copy of his license, his registration, photo, and all.
So she's the bartender?
Are you sure you want this?
Have I told you what this man did?
Yeah.
Well, then you shouldn't have to ask.
But even if you get revenge, you're not gonna remember it.
My wife deserves vengeance. Just because there are things I don't remember doesn't make my actions meaningless. Maybe I'll take a photograph to remind myself. Get another freaky tattoo.
Oh, so this is what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, the
wow.
timeline's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a non-linear film.
Close your eyes
She looks like Trinity.
and remember.
You don't know who that is. Guys, is that the girl from The Matrix? Let me know.
You can just feel the details, the bits and pieces you never bothered to put into words. And you can feel these extreme moments, even if you don't want to. You put these together and you get the feel of a person. Enough to know how much you miss them. And how much you hate the person who took them away.
I added an address in here. It might be useful. It's an abandoned place outside of town. A guy I knew used to do bigger deals there.
Do I owe you any?
I wasn't helping you for money. Oh, you still staying at the Discount Inn? Room 304? Left it at my place.
Uh-oh.
You didn't remember that.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully he didn't bust her lip.
Yeah.
He might have forgot that she's wild.
They treating you okay?
Like those scratches might be hers.
You know what we have in common? We are both survivors. You take care, Leonard.
I feel like he should just move to Hawaii. Go eat at that little pancake place.
And then they can
Like on
have,
51st dates.
they can just be confused together.
Sammy Jankis.
He'll take care of him.
I met Sammy through work. Insurance. I was an investigator. It's a useful experience because now it's my life. When I meet someone, I don't know if I've met them before. I have to just look in their eyes and try and figure them out. My job taught me the best way to find out what someone knew was just let them talk and watch the eyes and the body language. If someone scratches their nose while they're talking, experts will tell you it means they're lying. It really means they're nervous. Sammy was my first real challenge.
Yo, Lenny! I thought you split for good.
Well, things change.
So I see. My name's Teddy.
I guess I've told you about my condition.
Only every time I see you. Come on, I'll buy you lunch.
That looks like that diner from 51st Dates with that little thing.
Yeah, it did. Didn't
What
it?
about John G? You think he's still here?
Who?
Johnny G, the guy you're looking for. You have to be very careful.
Why?
The other day, you mentioned that maybe somebody was trying to set you up.
Oh, well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
You can't trust a man's life to your little notes and pictures.
Why not?
Because your notes could be unreliable.
Memory's unreliable.
Oh, please.
No, really. Eyewitness testimony is unreliable.
That-
Cops don't catch a killer by sitting around remembering stuff.
Right, I
They
don't-
collect facts.
that's not what I'm
They
saying.
make notes and they draw conclusions. Facts, not memories. And memories can be distorted. They're just an interpretation. They're not a record.
Yeah, they
They're
say an
irrelevant if you
eyewitness
have the
account is the
facts.
most unreliable.
You really want to get this guy, don't you?
He killed my
source of
wife.
information.
He took away my fucking memory. He destroyed my ability to live.
You're living.
Only for revenge.
So if it's really him, then he knows who that is.
Right. And he's acting very not guilty, though.
Right.
All up in your face.
Hi, I'm checked in here, but I think I've misplaced my key.
How you doing, Leonard? Probably in the room, right?
Don't see my key anywhere.
Oh, shit. This is the wrong room. You're in 304 now.
This is not my room?
No. Come on, let's go.
Then why is this my handwriting?
This was your room, but now you're in 304.
When was I here?
Last week. But then I rented you another room on top of it.
Why?
Business is slow. I mean, I told my boss about
Oh,
your
my
condition and stuff, and he
God.
said try and rent him another room.
Oh, so he's
Taking
paying
advantage
for
of
you.
him, yeah.
Well, at least you're being honest about ripping me off.
You're not going to remember anyway.
You don't have to be that honest, Bert.
Leonard.
Hey, what time is it?
1:45. Your room's...
That is so mean. Oh, back here.
Natalie.
You don't remember me.
Mr. Samuel R. Jankis. Strangest case ever. He and his wife had been in this car accident. Nothing too serious, but he's acting funny. The doctors find some possible damage to the hippocampus, but Sammy can't remember anything for more than a couple of minutes. His wife calls the insurance company, and I get sent in. Sammy can think just fine, but he can't make any new memories. He'd watch TV, but anything longer than a couple of minutes was too confusing. He couldn't remember how it began.
You would love TikTok.
Yeah, like you said.
The crazy part was that this guy could do the most complicated things as long as he learned them before the accident and as long as he kept his mind on what he was doing. But every time I see him, I catch this look, slight look of recognition. But he says he can't remember me at all.
Sammy, it's okay. I got it.
So he thinks he's playing him, maybe?
Oh, wait. Oh, where am I?
I want to know more about that story.
It's sounding relevant.
Oh, must be her room. But who's she?
Did you sleep okay?
Yeah. You?
Is she thinking about the fact that
Pretty weird.
he doesn't know who she is?
It's useful.
Because she knows.
I should be able to talk to my friend today about the license plate. You have it tattooed on your thigh.
I don't know if I trust this woman.
She has also lost someone. She will help you out of pity.
I wish we knew what he crossed out. We're probably going to find that out, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
I'll call you as soon as I talk to him.
Do you think we could just arrange a meeting now? I'm not too good on the phone. You know, it's great that that you're helping me like this.
I'm helping you because you helped me. So next time you see me, will you remember me?
So whatever that cut is what he helped her from, I guess.
I think you will. Lenny, before you go, could I have my shirt back, please?
Oh, that's hers.
So he didn't even know what shirt was his.
Yeah.
Sammy should still be able to learn through repetition. It's a completely different part of the brain from the short-term memory. So I have the doctors test Sammy's response to conditioning.
Pick up any 3 objects. That's a test? Ta-da. Oh.
Did it shock him?
He wasn't scared of his insurance getting rejected, was he?
The point was to see if Sammy could learn to avoid the electrified objects, not by memory, but by instinct. Natalie, right? Who the is Dodd?
Guess I don't have to worry about him anymore.
What the have you got me into?
No way. She didn't use him to put a hit on somebody, did she?
I don't know.
You offered to help. It has nothing to do with your investigation.
How did you get me into this?
You offered to help me when you saw what he did to my face.
Something doesn't feel right. I think someone's with me, trying to get me to kill the wrong guy.
Did you?
What?
Kill him.
Of course not.
This has nothing to do with you. Leonard, you decided to help me. Trust yourself. Trust your own judgment. You can question everything. You can never know anything for sure.
That's the problem, lady.
I know what that's gonna sound like when I knock on it. I know what that's gonna feel like when I pick it up. Certainties. It's the kind of memory you take for granted. She's gone. And the present is trivia.
Come on, try and relax.
It's not easy for me to relax. You know?
Come on, take your jacket off.
So not only that, he's gonna have to sit there and wonder if he even did a good job cleaning up the evidence because he doesn't remember. But I guess tomorrow he won't even remember he killed someone.
Yeah, because the picture's gone.
It's backwards.
Oh, it's only backwards so he can read it in a mirror?
That way he knows it's for him.
It's hard to tell.
What about here?
Maybe it's for when I find him.
I've lost somebody too. His name was Jimmy.
Damn, not Jimmy.
He went to meet somebody. He never came back.
Who do you go to meet?
A guy called Teddy.
Eddie.
When you find this guy, this John G., what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kill him.
Maybe I can help you find him.
I don't even know how long she's been gone. It's like I've woken up in bed and she's not here because she's gone to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so fresh on his mind.
But somehow I just know she's never gonna come back to bed. If I could just reach over and touch her side of the bed, I would know that it was cold. But I can't. I lie here not knowing how long I've been alone. How am I supposed to heal if I can't feel time?
Dang, that's a crazy question. I didn't even think of that when we watched 50 First Dates.
Right. Wait, can I ask something?
Yeah.
So does he knows his wife only got killed from that on his chest?
No, yeah.
He doesn't remember the incident.
Well, that's what I was wondering, like with his head. Like I don't even know what happened.
Right. I don't know either, but
So
I was wondering because what if she's not even dead?
Well, exactly. They're leaving out information.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to see that. But I'm assuming with the way that the movie's jumping throughout time, we're gonna get.
So yeah.
She has also lost someone. She will help you out of pity. They kept testing Sammy for months, always with the same objects carrying the electrical charge.
It's a test, Sammy. Test this, you quack.
Even with total short-term memory loss, Sammy should have learned to instinctively stop picking up the wrong objects. It was enough to suggest that his condition was psychological, not physical. We turned down his claim on the grounds that he wasn't covered for mental illness.
Oh wow.
His wife got stuck with the bills, and I got a big promotion.
Pretty shitty.
Conditioning didn't work for Sammy, so he became helpless. I lived the way Sammy couldn't. Habit and routine make my life possible. Conditioning. Acting on instinct.
That was a clue.
Where am I? Some anonymous motel room.
He needs to make himself a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Why is he always there? Like always.
Hi, Teddy.
Finished playing with yourself, Lenny? Oh, I get it. Amorous neighbors.
What are you doing here?
You called me. You said you needed my help.
You don't know him?
No, should I? Is that John G?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't know? You didn't write it down? Ask him.
What's your name?
Dodd.
And who did this to you?
You did. I'm not gonna help you kill that guy.
No, just let me think for a minute.
Okay, Natalie. Who's Natalie?
We gotta get him out of here.
So we take him down to his car, we tell him to get the out of town or we're gonna kill him.
We can't just walk him out of here tied up and bleeding.
How the did you get him up here?
I don't know.
That would suck.
So I assume when he walked up to that girl's house that he definitely killed him, but he might let him go.
No. We can't just leave him here.
Why not?
Because the maid's gonna walk in. She'll see him, call the cops. He can ID us.
We untie him, we clean him up, and we march him out of here with a gun in his back.
A gun? Why would I have a gun?
Must be his. I don't think they'd let someone like me carry a gun.
But yeah, he's a great actor though, ain't he?
Yeah. So Lenny's like supposed to, I mean,
Which one?
Teddy's supposed to be like his friend, kind of.
Yeah, that's what he's making it seem like.
I'm gonna ride with him. You follow us.
Damn, he just let him go like that and hopped out the car.
Should have stolen his car.
Why? What's wrong with this one?
Nothing. You want to trade?
Natalie, right? Who the f is Dodd? I never said that Sammy was faking. Just that his problem was mental, that she couldn't understand.
I did something wrong.
You did something wrong. Now we're gonna deal with it. We'll figure out.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Dang, that'd be tough, man.
Good old Leonard Shelby from the insurance company gives her the seed of doubt. But I never said that he was faking. I never said that.
So he's tattooing himself.
I don't feel drunk.
Who in the heck is that? Gotta be his boy, right?
Good old Teddy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dodd.
Okay, so he thought he was at his house or something.
Oh, shit. Not right now.
So he went there to get that guy and forgot why he was there and took a shower?
I guess he thought it was his room, maybe. Because remember, he was like, I don't feel drunk. And he just remembered out of nowhere.
Sorry if I'm wrong, guys. This movie's slightly confusing.
Put him on to Teddy or just get rid of him for Natalie. Dodd. Get rid of him. Yeah, this is a message for Teddy. I'm at the Mount Crest Inn on 5th Street, room 6. I need you to come over as soon as you get this. It's important. Well, what Mrs. Jankis didn't understand was that you can't bully someone into remembering.
With an ink pen.
Yeah, that's what they do. We all know somebody who gave themselves their own tattoo.
Oh, I'm chasing this guy.
Zakia.
No, he's chasing me.
Oh, that's why his window shattered.
Oh, yeah.
Dodd, white guys is Mount Crest Inn on 5th Street.
Put him on to Teddy.
They piece this movie together in a confusing way to sort of put you in the mind of this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know just about as much as he does. Yeah.
And that's a flimsy card to be doing that with. I gotta use my license.
Yeah, that's a risky card to do it with, though.
$99.95 and a Toyota RAV4. $11,995, $110 a month.
Uh-oh.
A 96 Dodge Caddy 95 a
Sorry, buddy.
A 97.
Sorry, senor.
I need a weapon. This'll do.
Oh, and then he goes and takes a shower.
Yeah. He just dozes off.
They're like waiting for him.
Yeah.
I don't feel
He didn't even fall asleep. His memory just gave out. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I'm Tom. That's so where we live.
Do I know this guy?
It happened today, actually. That's the Dodd guy.
What the? I like your car.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's why the window's blown out. I thought it was because he caught a bullet earlier, but it's the he's gonna forget. Yeah.
That would be tough.
Yeah, that's how Nolan is when I tell him to do some work. He just forgets. It's crazy.
Maybe that's symbolism for Kill Teddy.
Ouch. Cut it out.
Don't burn it, man.
How can you read that again?
It's good.
I always thought the pleasure of a book was in wanting to know what happens next.
Don't be a prick. Just let me read. Please.
Did they take the cover up for copyright issues?
Maybe there was like a coverless book fad back in the day.
Probably tried this before. Probably burned truckloads of your stuff. Can't remember to forget you.
Smokey the Bear thanks you.
I was hoping for a little more on the drugs angle. Will you hang on a sec? The police report mentioned the drugs found in the car outside the house. The car was stolen, but his prints were all over it. I dealt with the police a lot in my insurance job. I have to summarize the different sections. I don't know why these were crossed out. But they weren't even looking for John G. The stuff they found in the car just fit in with what they believed had happened, so they didn't chase any of it up.
Sounded like the cops weren't doing their job.
I just had like a revelation that maybe is wrong, but like I'm thinking maybe it could have been him because he's like on the run, kinda like he's at a house that's not his.
Like buying shady hotel rooms.
Yeah, and he talked about that guy. I don't know.
That'd be a crazy twist. We'll see. Yeah, and he's like making up the whole story and sending himself on like a psychological goose chase.
That would be crazy, dude.
Honey, it's late. Everything okay?
Was it good for you? What? Was I supposed to lock the door?
Dang, she got that moon action going on.
I'd like you to leave now.
They brought us straight home, huh?
Are you kind of wondering what was the point?
There's something about the drugs stashed in the car that doesn't ring true for me. Because the police claim the guy was an addict needing money to score, which I think is bullshit, because he's not going to go breaking into places while he's still got a stash that big. Well, I think John G. left it there, or planted it there. That's true, it fits. So he's a dealer.
How did they get caught up with this guy? He just randomly broke into their house?
Discount in.
Amazon escorts.
Yeah, okay.
What the hell? You can just buy that?
Well, that's what they
I
say.
reckon so.
What city are they in? Not for me, but that's crazy.
Well, what then?
We just go to bed, you wait for me to fall asleep, you go into the bathroom and you slam the door.
Slam it.
Yeah, loud enough to wake me up.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, first I just need you to put these things around the room.
Is he like trying to remember something?
Just pretend they're your things and that this is your bedroom.
That was the stuff he was burning.
Should I wear it?
No. You know, just like you took it off. Or...
We're gonna put it in the washing machine.
I don't want you to use it. I'm sorry. I just mean put them around the room, you know, as if they were your things.
Oh, so that's his wife's stuff, and she's got to role play with it.
Whatever gets you off.
She's like, what the heck? This is a strange request.
This is a difficult condition for people to understand. I mean, look at Sammy Jankis. His own wife couldn't deal with it. Eventually, she came to see me at the office. I found out all kinds of shit. She told me about life with Sammy. You know, it got to the point where she'd get Sammy to hide food all around the house, and then she'd stop feeding him just to see if he's hungry and make him remember where he'd hidden the food.
You know all about Sammy, and you've decided that he's faking.
Mrs. Jankis, the company's position isn't that Sammy's faking anything. We shouldn't even be talking like this while the case is still open to appeal.
I'm not appealing the decision. When I look at Sammy, I don't see some vegetable. I see my same old Sammy. If I knew that my old Sammy were truly gone, then I could say goodbye and start loving this new Sammy.
Aww.
As long as I have doubt, I can't say goodbye and move on.
What do you want from me?
Tell me if you really believe that Sammy's faking his condition.
I believe that Sammy should be physically capable of making new memories.
Thank you.
I thought I'd helped her. I thought she just needed some kind of answer. Didn't think it was important what the answer was. Just that she had one to believe.
Might would have been better if he'd have been like, yeah, he can't remember nothing.
Right,
so she can move on.
Yeah.
A car this nice, you should lock.
Who the are you?
Teddy? Your buddy?
Prove it.
Sammy. Remember Sammy? You told me about Sammy.
Good way to get shot, buddy.
What, your sense of humor went with the memory? Do you even know why you're here?
Unfinished business.
Your business here is very much finished. You're still here because of Natalie.
Who's Natalie?
Whose house do you think you just walked out of? Take a look at your pictures. I bet you got one of her.
You got one of you too, buddy.
You can't trust her.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Because by now she's taken a look at this suit and the car, and she's starting to figure out ways of turning the situation to her advantage. She's already got you staying with her, for Christ's sakes. You can't go back in there. Let me give you the name of a motel. She's involved with drugs. These. You see these? This is the bar where she works. Her boyfriend's a drug dealer. She takes orders for him, arranges meets. He writes messages on the back of these. She's gonna use you to protect herself. Guys are gonna come after her. Somebody's gotta pay, Lenny. Maybe she'll make it you.
Well, maybe she'll make it you. You worried that she's going to use me against you?
No.
Why not?
Because she doesn't know who I am.
Why are you following me?
Maybe I want to help.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
She doesn't know anything about your investigation. When she offers to help, it'll be for her own reasons. Do not trust her.
He doesn't like believe that, I guess.
He doesn't want to write down information and then rely on it the next day.
Oh, that's the beginning part that he crossed out.
You ever wonder how long you can hang around here before people start asking questions? Like, how did you get this suit, the car?
I have money.
From what?
My wife's death. I used to work in insurance. We were well covered.
Oh. So in your grief, you wandered into a Jaguar dealership. You don't have a clue, do you?
I remember everything right up until the incident. I am Leonard Shelby. I am from San Francisco.
That's who you were. You do not know who you are.
Yeah, they knew
what
you.
you've become since the incident. You wander around playing detective. Were you wearing designer suits when you sold insurance?
I didn't sell insurance. I investigated.
Right, you're an investigator. Look, do me a favor. Don't go back in there. Will you take the motel out of town? It's been fun, Lenny.
Do not trust her.
Hey, that's a different handwriting.
Yeah.
So he can convey to himself that he's being like forced to write something.
I need my own place.
Yeah, but isn't it a little fishy? He's an insurance agent and he got a payout.
No, she shouldn't have given me that responsibility.
Yeah, I'm always suspicious of
I'm a
insurance
claims
agents.
investigator, not a doctor.
Or claims investigators.
Legal responsibility, large financial. Who is this?
Oh, that's creepy. That gave me chills.
This movie's like crazy.
He should write, wake up and look at yourself naked and read everything before you do anything.
Right, like make sure you read all your tattoos first.
Write it down, come on, concentrate, give it in mind. Find it. What happened?
What does it look like? He beat the shit out of me.
Who?
Who? Dodd beat the shit out of me.
Why?
Why? Because of you? Because I did what you told me to do. Go to him, reason with the tell him about Teddy.
Calm down, take it easy. You're safe, it's okay.
Does he forget he knows Teddy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He can't look at his pictures and be like, oh, that's who she's talking about.
I'll just get some ice for your face.
I did exactly what you told me to do. I went to Dodd and I told him that I didn't have any of Jimmy's money or the drugs and that this Teddy must have taken everything.
And what did he say?
He didn't believe me. He said if I don't have the drugs by tomorrow, he's gonna kill me, and then he just started hitting me.
I can help you out.
Where is he?
Why?
I'll give him some bruises of his own and tell him to look for a guy called Teddy.
Oh, he'll kill you, Lenny.
My wife used to call me Lenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated it.
This guy is so dangerous. Let's just think of something else, okay?
You just tell me what he looks like and where I can find him.
He'll probably find you. I told him about your car.
Why?
He was beating the shit out of me. I had to tell him something.
Just write it all down.
Be careful.
I'll be fine.
A car this nice, you should lock.
Who the are you?
Front desk? Bert, right. This is Mr. Shelby in room 21. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want any calls. What's wrong?
Somebody's come already.
Who?
Calls himself Dodd.
What does he want?
Wants to know what happened to Jimmy and his money. He thinks I have it. He thinks I took it.
Oh, well, did you?
No.
So Dodd's not like her boyfriend.
Why did she take
You
all
don't
the
have a fucking
pins?
clue, do you? You're just blissfully ignorant, aren't you?
Look, I have this condition.
Yeah, I know all about your fucking condition, Leonard. Probably know more about it than you do. You don't have a fucking clue about anything else.
What happened?
What happened is that Jimmy went to meet some guy named Teddy. He took a lot of money with him and he never came back. Get rid of Dodd for me. Kill him. I'll pay you.
What do you think I am? I'm not gonna kill someone for money?
What then? Kill for your wife, wouldn't you?
That's different.
Not to me. I wasn't married to her.
Hey, don't talk about my wife.
I can say whatever I want.
He's gonna
and you
slap
won't
her.
remember. I could call your wife a we can still be friends.
Calm down.
Easy for you to say. You can't get scared.
Take it easy. This has nothing to do with me.
You pathetic piece of shit. I'm gonna use you. I'm telling you now because I'm gonna enjoy it so much more if I know that you could stop
She
me if
took
you weren't
the
such
pins.
a freak. Did you lose your pen? Oh, that's too bad, freak. Otherwise, you could write yourself a little note about how much Natalie hates your guts and that I called your wife a
Hey, don't say another word.
about your of a wife? You know what one of the causes of short-term memory loss is? Venereal disease. Maybe your of a wife sucked one too many disease and turned you into a retard.
Damn, that's elite.
Freak. I can say whatever the I want, and you won't remember. We'll still be best friends, even lovers.
I usually don't condone it, but
Oh, so she's like, Dodd beat me, but it was him?
yeah.
Wow.
Find a pen.
Oh, there's one in her purse.
She
Write
needs a
it down.
pen ASAP. Yeah. Yeah, he needs a pen.
Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
Does she have that same outfit on? Oh
Keep it in
my
mind,
god,
keep it
this is
in mind,
wild.
Keep it in mind. Write this down. Write it down. Come on, keep focused. Keep focused. Write it down. Come on, concentrate. Keep it in mind. Find a pen.
He forgot. He forgot. Wow.
What happened?
What does it look like? He beat the shit out of me.
Who?
Who? Dodd. Dodd beat the shit out of me.
She's a good actress,
Yeah,
man.
she is.
Yeah.
I know you said you didn't want any calls, but this guy called. He's on the phone now. He says he's a cop.
A cop?
Who's a cop?
No, I'm not too good on the phone. I need to look people in the eye when I talk to them.
What?
Oh, he wants that muscle memory to kick in if he knows them or not.
The conditioning.
Just have a
Yeah, he
seat.
can tell if they know him.
So how long do you think it's gonna take you? You told me you were looking for the guy who killed your wife?
Oh, well, it depends on if he's here in town or if he's moved on.
If you have all of that information, then why haven't the police found him for you?
They don't think he exists. I told them what I remembered. I was asleep. Something woke me up. Her side of the bed was cold. She'd obviously been out of bed for a while.
Dang.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's that same pattern on the wall.
And he ended up shooting the guy, so.
There had to be a second man. Somebody hit me from behind. I remember. The police did not believe me. If we checked the police...
How did they explain what you do remember?
John G. was clever. He took the dead man's gun. He replaced it with the sap that he hit me with. He left my gun and he left the getaway car. They found the sap with my blood on it in the dead man's hand, and they only found my gun. They didn't need to look for anybody else. I was the only guy who disagreed with the facts, and I had brain damage.
Right.
See, the cops are not going to believe someone in my condition.
Leonard, you can stay here for a couple of days if it'll help you.
Well, thanks.
I have to go back to work. Make yourself at home.
One thing.
My name is Natalie.
Natalie.
Now I feel bad for thinking it was him.
Time my call.
Take my call.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. What in the heck?
On the house.
Thanks.
Oh, you really do have a problem. Your condition.
Well, nobody's perfect.
What's the last thing that you do remember?
I remember my wife dying.
Let me get you another one. I think this one's dusty.
That was
What in the hell?
I know you're a cop, but what do you want? Have I done something wrong? I don't know, something bad maybe.
Hold on, baby, pause it for a second. You know how when you said he wrote weird...
Different handwriting?
Yeah. Well, you know, he's writing in all caps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But that little thing on his thing is like in a cursive font.
Yeah, so it probably means something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you asking me? I can't remember what I've done. You wouldn't believe me anyway. Nobody believed Sammy. I didn't even
Believe Sammy.
Ferdy's bar. Come by after, Natalie.
Why are you here?
I'm meeting someone called Natalie.
Well, that's me.
We met before, right? Then why am I here?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I have no short-term memory. It's not
Oh,
amnesia.
you're the memory guy. My boyfriend told me about you. Jimmy Grants. Do you know him?
No.
Well, he knows you. Said you were staying at the discount. In fact, a cop came by earlier and was looking for you. Said he was looking for a guy who can't remember anything, wouldn't know how he got here or what he'd done. Said I get a lot of guys around here like that. Are you Teddy?
No, my name's Leonard.
Did Teddy send you?
I don't know.
You don't remember where you've been or what you've just done?
No, I can't make new memories.
Then why did you come here?
I found this in my pocket.
Ew. Gross. And then he drinks it.
Oh, so she was testing him.
Care to contribute?
No thanks.
Come on, proceeds are going to charity.
Ew. This is making me nauseous.
Thank you.
You okay? Don't go up on me. You better point your head that way. Are you okay?
No.
Do you need a second?
Yeah.
Hang on, she's pregnant, guys, so she has a weak stomach. You good?
You take this.
I don't want that. That's that gag gum.
That is so gross.
Sorry,
I don't
guys.
want to drink my drink right now.
Sorry to interrupt the flick.
On the house.
It's just a movie. They didn't really drink that one.
You know the truth about my condition, officer? You don't know anything. You feel angry. You don't know why. You feel guilty. You have no idea why. You could do anything. Not have the faintest idea 10 minutes later. Like Sammy. What if I'd done something like Sammy? I didn't tell you what happened to Sammy and his wife? Well, she came to see me at my office. I found out later that she went home and gave Sammy his final exam.
It's time for my shot.
He had already given her insulin. He's about to give it to her twice.
She
Her
knew
final
Leonard Dante
test.
loved her, so she found a way to test him.
Oh my God, that's so twisted.
Sammy. It's time for my shot.
Well, don't let him go through with
She
it.
really thought she'd call his bluff. Or she just didn't want to live with the things she'd put him through.
Oh my gosh.
Sammy, it's time for my shot.
Oh.
I won't hurt.
That is so sad because now he's by himself.
Yeah, what are the cops gonna think? Probably that he did it.
Right.
The insurance company done said that he doesn't really have the condition, or at least not physically.
Oh.
She went into a coma and never recovered. Sammy couldn't understand or explain what happened. He's been in a home ever since. He doesn't even know that his wife is dead. I was wrong about Sammy, and I was wrong about his wife. His brain didn't respond to conditioning, but he wasn't a con man. When I looked into his eyes, I thought I saw recognition. Now I know you fake it. If you think you're supposed to recognize somebody, you just pretend to. You bluff it to get a pat on the head from the doctors. You bluff it to seem less of a freak. What drug dealer?
That was so sad.
Yeah, because I was thinking some of that artwork is not
Like he couldn't have done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless he had like a stencil and a lot of time.
Hey, Lenny, how you doing? What are you still doing here, Lenny?
Well, I guess I just wanted to get something down before it slipped my mind.
All right, then give me the keys. I'll move it for you.
It'll be all right for a minute.
Look, give me a minute. I gotta get something for you.
Fact 6, car license SG137IU.
Nah, she's tracing.
I feel like Natalie is tricking him to kill him.
Ain't that what I said earlier?
Maybe. Maybe I'm just behind.
The cop's looking for you, so put these on.
Whoa, whoa. What cop?
He's a bad cop. He's been calling you for days now, telling you shit, slipping envelopes under your door, shit like that. He thinks it's funny. He's been laughing at you. He knows you're no good on the phone, so he's been calling you up. Sometimes you don't answer the phone, so he slips shit under your door to scare you into answering the phone again. Giving you a line of crap about John G. being some local drug dealer. Jimmy Grants. The cop wants to know how his operations run. He's got some score in mind. Somehow you're involved.
How do you know him?
I'm a snitch. He's a cop from out of town. The local boys put us together. Come on, Leonard. Just go.
Can't trust you, buddy.
You are full of shit. Come by after, Natalie.
Oh, he can't tell what that is.
It's an arm, a lady's arm.
Yeah, he's sneaking away from that guy.
But what did after mean?
After she closes? I don't know. It's the middle of the day.
Hey, Jimmy.
After the tattoo.
I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else.
That's okay.
Jimmy.
But she was expecting to see Jimmy.
So this Jimmy Grant steals drugs out of the bar where his girlfriend works? But he's not gonna bring her along. He'll come by himself, right? No, officer. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You in the lobby? I'll be right there.
Lenny!
Officer Gamble.
Yeah. Come on.
So he's the cop.
Yeah. A littering cop.
A dirty cop.
Hey, smile.
Oh, wait, no, not here. Over here. Don't write Gamble, just Teddy.
Why?
I'm undercover. This is the directions where he's going. My number's on the bottom if you need me.
You're not coming?
Nah, it wouldn't be appropriate. Hey, Lenny, make him beg.
So he has a truck now.
And a cop friend. Also.
He pulled the truck up there.
Right, yeah. And then he lied to him and told him he'd been there forever.
And there's something in a basement.
The truth about who he is?
Yeah. This is a pre-scrap today, obviously, because it's in black and white.
Hey, Teddy!
That's the outfit.
Teddy!
Jimmy. You Jimmy Grant?
Expecting any other Jimmys out here, memory man?
Do you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you. Well, you're making a big mistake, pal. Strip!
That's where he got his clothes on.
That's where he got to meet me after Natalie.
Whoa. Wait. I've got 200 grand stashed in the car. Just take it. What do you want from me?
This patchy.
Right.
That's the arm. It wasn't a female arm.
That was tough how it faded back into color.
That's why he was like, you need to change. This is a bunch of murder, like, accessories right here.
Sorry I'm confused, guys, but the cop sent him there to basically do that, right? So it's a dirty cop. And he ends up killing the cop because he thinks he's the one who did it.
Yeah, he's the one who killed his wife, is what he thinks. But I think it's because Natalie sent him to do that.
Right.
He said Sammy. How does he know about Sammy? What have I done?
There's a guy in here. He's hurt bad. We gotta get him to a doctor.
All right.
I don't know what happened. I've got this memory thing. Do I know you?
No, don't worry. I'm a cop. What the hell are you guys doing down here?
I don't remember. I have this condition.
Well, I hope it's not as serious as his, because this guy's dead.
Ow! Buddy! That shit kills!
So you remember me now, huh? Who is that? He knew me.
He your wife. He up your brain.
Bullshit. He's not the guy.
Yeah, he didn't seem like it.
His name is James F. Grant.
What was he bringing the 200 grand for?
What? A load of amphetamines I told him I had.
Is this a drug deal?
Jimmy's your guy. I just figured we'd make a few dollars on the side.
How did he know me?
Oh, wow.
The discount end.
He knew about Sammy.
You tell everybody about Sammy. Great story gets better every time you tell it. So you lie to yourself to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. We all do it. Who cares if there's a few little details you'd rather not remember?
What the are you talking about?
Your wife surviving the assault.
No shot.
Her not believing your condition. The torment and pain and anguish tearing her up inside.
Oh my gosh. Is he
the
lying?
Insulin.
That was him,
Sammy,
not her.
Not me. I told you about Sammy.
Yeah, right. Conditioning yourself to remember. Learning through repetition.
Sammy let his wife kill herself. Sammy ended up in an institution.
Sammy was a con man, a faker.
I never said that Sammy was faking. See, Sammy's wife came to me.
Sammy didn't have a wife. It was your wife who had diabetes.
Ouch.
My wife wasn't diabetic.
That's why he was pinching her thigh.
You sure?
Memory's a funny thing, ain't it?
Ouch. Cut it out.
She wasn't diabetic.
I guess I can only make you remember the things you want to be true. Like old Jimmy down there.
He's not the right guy.
He was to you. Come on, you got your revenge. Enjoy it while you still remember. What difference does it make whether he was your guy or not?
Somehow,
You won't remember.
When it's done, I will know. It'll be different.
Well, I thought so too. In fact, I was sure of it, but you didn't. The real John G. I helped you find him over a year ago. He's already dead. I was the cop assigned to your wife's case. I thought you deserved a chance for revenge. We found him, you killed him. But you didn't remember, so I helped you. Start looking again. Looking for the guy you already killed.
So who was he?
Just some guy. I mean, does it even matter who? A couple of junkies too strung out to realize your wife didn't live alone. But when you killed him, I was so convinced that you'd remember. But it didn't stick. I took that picture. Just when you did it. Look how happy you are.
He's a corrupt-ass cop, ain't he?
You don't want the truth. You make up your own truth. Like your police file. Who took out the 12 pages?
You, probably.
No, it wasn't me. See, it was you.
Why would I do that?
To create a puzzle you could never solve? You know how many John G's or James G's?
Your name's Teddy.
My name's John Edward Gamble.
Oh, you shouldn't have told him that.
There's plenty of John G's for us to find. I'm the one that has to live with what you've done. I'm the one that put it all together. You wander around, you're playing detective. You're living a dream, kid. A dead wife to pine for. A sense of purpose to your life.
I should kill you.
Quit it, Lenny. You're not a killer. Come on, what are you doing? You know what time it is? It's beer o'clock. I'm buying.
I'm not a
Oh, and he
killer.
puts him right there.
Right in the seat, yeah.
I'm just someone who wanted to make things right.
Don't trust this guy.
Can I just let myself forget what you've told me? Can I just let myself forget what you've made me do? You think I just want another puzzle to solve? Another John G to look for? You're John G, so you can be my John G.
So he wrote that when he was pissed off, basically.
Do I lie to myself to be happy? In your case, Teddy, yes, I will.
Damn.
So he wanted to hunt Teddy, and it just aligned with Natalie wanting to hunt Teddy. Because he pulled up in his car, and that's why she was like, Jimmy, oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not your car.
It is now.
You can't take it.
Why not?
Because the guy you just killed owns it.
I think I'd rather be mistaken for a dead guy than a killer. I might hang on to this for a while.
Help me find my key. Lenny!
I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them. I have to believe that when my eyes are closed, the world's still there. Is it still out there? Yeah, we all need mirrors to remind ourselves who we are. Now, where was I?
Yeah, go ahead and get the tattoo. That was actually kind of crazy. All right, guys, so that was Memento. That was really confusing, but at the same time, I think we got it. I feel like it left a lot of questions, but not really like big questions, just some off the cuff questions. Like there's a few that I'll probably have throughout this outro. So, babe, let's take them through the chronological order of what happened real quick.
Okay,
let's just get a grasp on it.
So in the very beginning, Leonard, who's the main character, he kills Teddy, who is the undercover cop.
Right, corrupt as all get out.
Right, very corrupt. And we kind of, as the audience, thought Teddy the whole time was who he was exactly looking for because it was matching all the tattoos.
Right.
It was matching what Natalie said. And so the whole time he's going off thinking this is Teddy, like, but it's going in like backwards order.
Right.
So,
well, there's two timelines.
Yeah.
There's a chronological order, which starts before the events and it's in black and white. And then there's the events that go reverse chronologically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The colored ones, right?
Right.
So the colored ones.
Those are the ones that go forward in reality, but.
They go forward in reality, but they're going backwards here.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So we're seeing those, and what we're getting is we at first think Natalie we think it's a side mission for Leonard to go kill Teddy. Well, no, it's a side mission for Natalie in general because we think, remember, Dodd is involved, and he also is getting involved. Like we know Jimmy went to go see Teddy, but Leonard is so short-term memory loss, he doesn't really ever put that Teddy and Jimmy were like together, like ever. So Natalie is like this thing. She's here.
And she's also using your boy.
Yeah, so.
And just like she tried to use him to kill Dodd.
Right. We find out in like the sequence that she can easily manipulate Leonard just as he was manipulated the whole time through Teddy.
Yeah, she's cold-blooded.
Yeah, so this whole story basically plays out as a bunch of manipulations, including with Leonard himself.
Right.
So he manipulates his own self to think that Sammy Jankis was real, and B, that he was looking for Teddy, but they have already killed the real killer.
Right, exactly.
And he also thought the killer killed his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of those unreliable narrator movies for sure. So, yeah, basically, he is convinced that he's searching for him, and after he ends up killing the drug dealer, which was, what was his name, Jimmy? So he kills Jimmy, and then that's when the revelation comes that, dude, we've already killed the killer. You don't really have any new memories, so you're lacking purpose.
Right.
Like, every day you wake up, and basically everything is sort of in like a superposition for you unless you have some type of purpose. And so the cop was using him to basically not get his hands dirty. Right. And then the woman was using him to kind of like tie up some loose ends with like,
to
the
get
drug trade,
to get
maybe?
Teddy, because she knows that Jimmy went to go see Teddy and never came back.
Right.
And then out of nowhere,
and then he was wearing his clothes.
Right. And then
pulled up
Lenny
his car.
has his clothes, his car, all of that. And I think when you just said that, the quote that I remember from this movie that really sticks out to me is when he said, yeah, that's who you were before, but do you know who you've become now? Look in the basement.
Yeah.
And we never get that part until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that point he had lost his memory again, right? So like it is relevant. Yeah, that's why it was kind of weird, because it was kind of like repeating itself in a way, but in a different chronological order. And then there was the scene where when they're in the institution, Sammy's in the chair, and then there's like a split second where it cuts to him, and it's showing that he's actually the one in the chair. Because ultimately he's the one who killed his wife. So
right, but Sammy was a real person, but he just didn't have a wife.
Yeah, he's someone he investigated before, but I guess he just used that because it was like a common denominator.
Yeah, maybe he just like wanted to think that's who it was to keep that trauma out of his mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody was messing with him, just like the girl. She was sitting there taunting in his face. I can say whatever I want to you. You're not going to remember it. And then she stole the pens and stuff, and she was slick. But the dude messed up. He told him the truth, revealed, showed his hand too much, came clean with him, and that guy got pissed off and went out there and wrote his name. So it really just goes to show how memory is such a tricky thing. And
it's unreliable. And it's unreliable in traumatic situations.
And it starts out in the beginning. He's sitting there like, evidence is what you need to make a case. Right. And then it's funny, like ironically in the end, like his facts were used because he only had to use facts because he wrote down what he perceived as facts, but facts can be manipulated.
And there's times in this movie where I was thinking that he was the one who actually killed his wife. Like, I really thought that.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
When he was strangling that guy, I really believe that because it kept showing hints of his wife, like, choking.
Yeah.
And then remember at the end when it said, I did it, I've done it, or something on the chest. That was confusing because he had other tattoos prior to that, and we didn't see those. We just saw the I've done it one.
You know what I didn't understand at first, or what I was thinking? I was thinking that he killed his wife, but they couldn't prove it. And with him having no memory, like he was just completely useless, like on a stand. So I thought they were trying to like find a way to make him out to be guilty. Like I thought the cop was manipulating him into like giving himself away.
Right. Yeah. Right. That could have been.
I was kind of thinking it was going to be something like that.
But they could have also sent him to a mental ward, right? Because he had no memory.
Yeah.
And then he could have like escaped and then like been doing all this crazy stuff in the meantime.
The only thing I don't understand is when it comes to Natalie, like I don't understand why Natalie didn't make a bigger deal about him. I mean, she knew eventually that he killed her boyfriend.
Well, that was the weird part because, he had on his clothes, he had his car, because even she was like, Jimmy, oh, sorry, thought you were something else.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, you would think that maybe that would be more of a big deal to her. But I personally think it was just because she knew that he went with Teddy and she knew that that guy wasn't Teddy.
So in a way, she kind of used Leonard to kill Teddy.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Because maybe she knew that he knew how to get to Teddy.
Because she wasn't willing to shoot a cop.
Right.
But, hey,
right.
you can.
Right.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
So it was like just it was like a big circle of manipulation, a lot of cons. What Christopher Nolan, he's 2 for 2 on conning people. So.
Yeah. I really liked the movie. It was very confusing though. Like,
it was very thought provoking.
It wasn't that it was confusing in the sense of like what the heck happened. I mean, I think I got it for the most part. There's just a lot of questions, like I was saying, that come to my mind that I'm not really satisfied with.
Yeah.
Like for example, if someone killed you and they come pulling up in your car, your clothes, I'm not going to sit there and think, well, how can I con this person?
It would be really traumatic, right?
It's going to be, yeah, exactly.
But maybe that goes to show that she wasn't that into him. She was using him too.
Yeah, maybe she didn't give a damn about Jimmy.
Yeah, maybe she was just like, where am I going to get money now?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We didn't get to know too much about her.
Well, she still worked.
Yeah, she still did work, but
Yeah.
maybe there was a slow bar. I don't know. It didn't look very busy.
Right. I don't know how many people they'd killed in this movie. It wasn't really clear. I guess it was up for interpretation, but
It kind of seemed like they were serial killers because
It kinda did, didn't it?
He said, we go from town to town killing John G's. It's a common name.
right. It seems like they've just made a lot of money, a lot of extortion. And I don't know if they even always do it for profit. Maybe he's just a serial killer. I don't know.
Or maybe he just wants to get rid of all the bad John G's in the world. I don't know.
Maybe he had a stepdaddy named John G.
Yeah.
Used to have to listen to him and his mama all night.
Yeah.
Hates John G. For real. I don't know. There's probably a lot we're missing. I mean, it was our first watch.
Open-ended things that you just have to kind of guess your own self.
I do think the themes and stuff were really fun though. Like, what is memory? You know, how do you even know you was alive? Like, if this is all just a big booted up simulation, like, you know, you could have started the simulation when you woke up this morning and they're all false memories.
Right.
I mean,
Something
not.
else
I'm
could
just
be
saying.
he was in the mental hospital, and when he had that flashback of I've done it down there, he could have just been dreaming that. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, and that's another thing. He had the I done it on his chest, right? I forgot about that. But yeah, like, what is that? Is that a fever dream? Obviously, that's just, you know, I mean, he chose obviously to not get the tattoo. He could have got the tattoo, I done it, and lived happily ever after, but he didn't do that.
Right. He had
Or did he?
That's the thing.
That's the thing. I don't know.
I think that's what this movie was about, for you to kind of not know.
But I kind of think in the end, like the little speech he was giving, it kind of seemed like to me he needed purpose still. Like, that's kind of what I got out of it.
It was like he lost his way. He has no memory, so the only thing he can really live for is like hunting John G.
Yeah.
Who cares if we already got him? I'm gonna hunt a new one.
If your name's John G out there, you better lock your door. That's for damn sure.
I'm glad your name's not John G.
Yeah, well, not that you know of. I could have changed it. Yeah, I mean, I like the movie. I thought it was a really good movie. It's one of those movies that I think that a second watch would be a really good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna be real. We're probably not gonna watch it again on the channel, but I'll definitely put it on again for sure.
Yeah, there's probably times in this where we really didn't know, but it's a first time watch, you guys. We did our best.
Yeah, sorry if we come across a little stupid to you, but hey, this was the first watch, and if you don't understand that, you can go yourself, okay? But for real though, man, this was a really hard movie to really grasp your first time watching.
You had to be super focused in it, and you had to, like, there was times where I wanted to sit there and like manipulate the handwriting, because when I saw, like, I felt like I saw an A that was like written like, because I don't know, guys, like I watch a lot of true crime stuff, and like, you know, the
way people write things.
The John Benet Ramsey case was like a big deal about your handwriting, and the A, that it was like a certain A, he never wrote it like that, but on his tattoo it was like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know for certain.
I mean, all the handwriting was different, I guess, because it was different tattoo artists and stuff. But
right, but some of them were his, and you would think the one that was mirror reverse, like if someone was tattooing that across your chest, wouldn't that be kind of strange?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's just like
well, that was for him. I mean, the mission was, you know, that message was for him only, I guess, you know. That's why he had to really look at himself to see it. I don't know. I just think that it'd be really hard to lose your memory like that for sure. I think that Christopher Nolan did the best he could to try to portray what that would feel like in film. And it sucked. Like, it just sucked to not know what was going on. The movie was great. It was fun. It was a great payoff.
That's why you need like a constant. Like, if he had met Teddy a day before, he could have had like a constant where it could be like on 50 First Dates. Well, Adam Sandler made that movie, and like her constants were her parents and stuff, like her dad and brother. But he didn't have that. The one died. So
I wish I would have understood that there was going to be two timelines doing like this, right? Before we would have watched the movie, because it took me like a little minute to even realize like the order. The order was confusing the mess out of me.
I had to tell from the scratches on his face.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally the only time I knew when we were where we were.
When you see something like that and it comes off as confusing to you, like on your first watch, sometimes you can overcomplicate it. And
yeah,
like,
that's
dude, now I got to look for everything.
Yeah.
Every little bird in the background I'm looking at, like. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes it's tough. This was a tough one for sure, but it was fun. I think the payoff was definitely worth it.
It was a fun one. I think this is the second Christopher Nolan movie. Following was the first, but the first one was a lot of fun. Like, and everything happened at the end. This one was the same way, so I'm expecting that in Insomnia as well.
So if you guys want to see Insomnia, man, just turn on the notifications for sure, and you know you'll know as soon as that comes out. And I'm excited to watch that one. So probably another psychological thriller that's going to confuse the mess out of me. So
for sure.
Yeah, this one was Insecure video.
We know to come with your spectacles on when you're watching Christopher Nolan.
But I feel like everyone who's reacted to this video was probably as confused as we were. That's okay.
If they weren't, then they just have big brain and they've seen it before. No lie. There's no way some of that stuff you could have picked up on. I'm telling you.
There's just no shot. I don't even know if I got it
you
right.
wrote it yourself.
I feel like everything that I think happened in this movie, I really hope that it's actually what happened, because sometimes we don't know until we put it on YouTube, you know, how people react to it. Sometimes I feel like I got it all figured out and I realize.
Yeah, there was one movie that we watched that the ending was like, well, okay, for me, not for you, but for me, Signs. Okay, I was a little confused by Signs, but scratch that. We're talking about The Shining. The Shining at the end was a little confusing because that picture, like that was like.
Oh, did we ever figure out what was up with that? I don't even remember. That was so long ago.
I don't know. That was a long time ago. But that was one where we got called stupid sometimes, guys. But that one was a little confusing, but I feel like I understood this one more than that one.
Maybe I'm just not that sophisticated sometimes. You know, that's okay. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Patreon if you want to see the full, uncut, extra confused version of this movie. And we'll see you guys on the next upload, man. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.